Welcome back to Rock Your Best Vocals. Jim here. Do you have trouble getting through a whole set without kind of your voice deteriorating? Or do you have trouble even singing a song? You feel like kind of you're breathy, you're running out of breath, like you can't get enough breath behind the song, or you just feel like just singing doesn't seem to be working as easily for you as it does for other people? Well, I've struggled with that problem myself over the years. And I've been a professional singer for over 30 years and a professional vocal coach for over 20 years. I bring my experience to these videos so that you don't have to suffer as long as I did through my career, losing your voice or kind of just not being able to get through a song or a set or whatever because you're just out of breath. Okay, so one of the most important things that I ever learned about singing, and I didn't even really properly learn this until later on in my career, well, maybe about halfway through my career, but the biggest thing that you can implement in your singing that will make you sing a lot better is support, okay? And support is really, you probably heard that a million times. You're like, oh, what does that mean? I don't know, support. Oh yeah, support. But singing from the diaphragm, all these things, right? It's all sounds really great, but nobody really explains it. But the thing about support is breath management. So you're managing the outflow of breath, okay? You're taking in an adequate supply of breath to sing whatever you need to sing, and then you're managing that outflow of breath. Okay, so if you're still going like, oh, I don't understand support, okay, then click the link down below for Singing Support Secrets. Take that course. In that, I give you everything that you need to understand and to actually exercise the support muscles that you need for your best singing. So click the link down below if that interests you. If not, just maybe listen to the rest of the video and you may go, okay, oh, maybe I do need to understand support a bit more. Because, and I'll give you a little, I'm gonna tell you a couple of different stories here now, which may help, maybe resonate with you. One story is quite embarrassing, so I'm gonna leave that till a little bit later, but that story will kind of, will help you to understand that even though you may like know a lot about singing and you may kind of feel like sometimes you get it, sometimes our bodies work differently, like even on a day-to-day basis sometimes, and especially as we get older, because a lot of the muscles that are involved in singing aren't used in normal speaking. We don't use our voice in singing the way we do speaking. So if you're speaking all day and you're thinking that that's like working out your voice, it's not. You're not using the singing muscles for that. And I'm going to demonstrate that with a couple of examples. So the embarrassing story I'm going to talk about is the fact that like I'm gonna share the story with you later. But the reason why this came to me is that lately, so a few weeks ago, I got sick and I got a sinus infection and it kind of started going into my chest and stuff like that. And I got an antibiotic to clear the infection, which was great, but I still had this phlegm. It was just like I couldn't clear it. It was like, and it was just messing with my voice when I was singing. So I went back to the doctor. He gave me steroids. Boom. No, not those kinds, but anyway, steroids. And he was like, this will help clear. And it has helped clear. But what I didn't realize was that when I was singing and getting back into singing, my body was impacted by this sinus infection and kind of going into the chest infection. And it impacted my breathing. And that's part of what I'm going to share with you later is because my body wasn't working the same way. And I was like, why am I like, it's not working. I'm not singing. Like, I'm not singing at my best. Like for some reason, it's just body's not working. But anyway, the other day, I'm going to share with you, like, this is a really, really important lesson to learn about support and about singing in general, but it doesn't come from a singer. It comes from a different genre. It doesn't come from not a singer. I shouldn't say a singer. It doesn't come, yeah. I mean, it's not singing, but it's, you probably guessed by now, it's from rapping. One of the most important lessons that you can learn is holding back the air. And rappers are really good with breath management. So I'm walking the dog the other day, and I always do a little warm up while I'm walking the dog. A really light warm up, just kind of see where my voice is for the day, kind of just play around with it and see what's going on. Maybe sing some different things like, could sing a bit of Dio, a bit of Whitesnake, a bit of, Led Zeppelin, kind of just whatever, just like different lines of stuff. Just kind of feel, hey, am I hitting that right or whatever? You probably do the same thing yourself. And anybody's like play around with your voice to see where you're at. But I was walking by this, like, I don't know, it was like a car park, right? So some business had a car park. And I just heard this really loud music. And I was like, okay, I hadn't heard this in ages, like this song. And I was like, oh my God, that is a really good lesson to share about the holding back of breath. So we're going to listen to this. Now, we're not only just going to listen to this, we're going to do this now. And if you're doing this when you're sitting down, don't do that, like sitting down. Like I want you to like stand up and get active, okay? So because singing and rapping it's an activity, it's a body activity, like it's a full body exercise. Like you really need to be activating everything in your body, lungs, your support muscles, that's everything in your abdomen, like to kind of really feel like you're actually on the top of your game. But anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to play this first. I'm going to play it so you know what it is. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do it together. And we're going to do it as many times as we can together and see if we just can't try to not run out of air while we're doing this. Okay, so here it goes. This is the track. I'm just walking along, and here it goes.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Cause I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
Okay, so we're going to do this together. So I had to put the headphones on and listen anyway, but just to hear where I'm at with that. So we're going to do this together. I'm going to count to 3. We're going to do it together, and we're going to do it as many times as we can. Now, the feeling that we're going to get through this is like that we're holding back our breath as if like something stinks, right? Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't them. So if you kind of feel like you're holding back. So like when I'm doing this, it sounds kind of like silly, like, oh, I'm holding back my breath because something in the room stinks and I don't want to talk because I don't want to have to breathe in and back out. Okay, so or the other thing is you could feel like you're jumping underwater and you're trying to talk underwater without letting any air out, letting any bubbles out. You're trying to make noise like this without any bubbles. So it sounds a bit dumb like this, but I can change that to go like this and it's still the same impact on my body. It almost feels like I'm kind of like sucking my gut in, if you're like, guys like taking a photo at the beach, and like sucking your gut in. That's kind of what it feels like for me when I'm doing that. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to count to 3. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it as many times as we can. Now, the other key thing is little snatch breaths when we're not rapping. We're going to take a breath in. So when he says, please stand up, please stand, I'm taking a little breath in. Please stand up, please stand up, please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady. Okay, so that's what we want to try to top up the breath anytime we can. Okay, so let's start. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady that won't. I know Shadys won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Now, I'm Slim Shady, the only Slim Shady. You other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay, so I'm not going to go on anymore, but especially because I goofed up and I laughed and you could hear I was like running out of breath because I actually laughed and let too much air out. But this actually translates into singing quite well. Okay, so one of my students recently was working on "Take Hold of the Flame" by Queensryche. So if you don't know it, but like I started working with him, and I was like taking this. So take it like from this kind of like a yawning sensation. We see the line of those who find a world has passed them by. Too late to save a dream that's growing cold. So I'm really holding all that back. We realize that fate must hide its face from those who try to see the distant signs of unforetold. Oh, take hold now. So what I'm doing throughout that is just kind of really trying to drop my jaw. Just, you see the line of those who find what, but so it sounds really yawny. It sounds really yawny and kind of dark and deep and dumb, kind of. But we see the line of those who find a world has passed them by. I'm still holding that back, but I'm just like not keeping such a deep, low larynx yawning shape in the back. I'm kind of allowing a little bit of compression back in the back, not compression in terms of pushing, but a little bit of pharyngeal constriction up here in the back. We realize that those must hide his face from those who try. So that equates, like, it translates to singing very well, that experience of holding back the breath. So anyway, I hope this has helped you out. If not, I hope you've had a good time laughing at my expense. But let me know in the comments below if this helps, if you tried it. Were you able to get through all those Slim Shadys without imitating? And did you please stand up? So I'll see you guys on the next one. Rock your best vocals, where your best keeps getting better. Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe, and you turn on the notifications.